broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go. I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired with yesterday. Harder, harder. I fell where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up. Climbing and climbing, I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my style. Darling, where were you when my heart was on the ground? I thought time would prove that you would stick around. I guess time stood still, a king without his crown. Now I'm breaking and you're faking, girl. You never made a sound. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired with yesterday. Harder, harder. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go.
Come in. I could seat you by the fire. Listen, listen. There's something I must confide. I know I said that it'd be fine. I know I made it look like it'd be alright, but I think I learned my lesson, and I'm not gonna let you out of my sight. You can call me killer, 'cause I'll bring you to the light. And it might taste bitter when you're answering to God. You can call me killer, We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Reaching for the stars. I wonder where you are. Oh.
Waste another day, eyes on my display. You say we need a change, and I feel that you mean it. You mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time, buying things online, and it's not like we need them. We don't need them. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found for you and I. Safe and sound. rocking around the clock. Now all we need is right here in front of us. In front of us. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I are safe and sound. Can we just slow down? And we can slow waste another day.
Ready up. We will switch right into the gameplay, and we'll get ready to get things off the ground as the knife round is underway. AFKing in my Pugs SMH. Oh my god, they all go in rapidly right-clicking. All of them hit them at the same time simultaneously, it felt like, and they'll leave 3 players left alive even after, and they'll take their choice of sides, likely sticking with the CT. Revel are looking to run over their opponents very early on in the match and see how far they can go until they're really tested. The CT pistol will be a big tell of how this one may pan out. Utility bought up into the hands of Razum. Double flash and a smoke. See where they look to deploy those bits and pieces of utility. It looks like maybe the B play is out of the picture, seeing as they are running up mid, and as a matter of fact, that is going to be the case. Reaper does tap down one in a second as well, looking for third. It'll be blind, it'll find it, even still going through the apartments, cracking with the unrelenting aggression. Revel with the first. That is quite the hell of a pistol round, like I had said, to get the ball rolling early on. They're going to need something like that, and Reaper comes to life, and he hasn't even gotten any vision, and he still takes the head off of another. IUP definitely a little bit shaken, a little bit rattled, a little bit stirred following that, but into the second, we'll see if they have what it takes to keep themselves together. They're not going to be buying into it. They're going to be waiting to buy up into the next. Nade down mid, goes off the wall, does a little bit of damage onto the boy Fori, but nothing substantial, nothing that will leave him crippled indefinitely. Still taking a couple of pop shots up towards the top, though. And the lurk at the front side of A may actually be dealt with in a moment's notice now, as there's a little bit of a bait being made by the sound of the gunfire from the A1S, but now Jackro decides to peel back, and through the smoke he does good damage, goes for the reload as well. Mercy's walking through, and they will be caught from both ends. Reaper, the one to drop him, and Awake is going on the aggression at Banana as well. He'll find the first, the second, not quite going to find that third. Kraken nowhere nearby to support him in his endeavors. Instead, he'll hold on to the B-bomb site for his life, and now they'll make their way through the smoke, it looks like. Fori on the other end as Chung goes down. It's Yu sits still inside of the smoke, waiting for Jackro to come from the behind, and it'll be Kraken to finish the job to find a double. That's funny. That is funny. I wanted to read that out loud, but I couldn't. I can't. We had all of the profanity let out loose last night. Nade's not going to quite go soaring down mid this time around. Instead, it'll go off the wall on the side of the apartments, and Reaper's going to go down to 28 just to expend it, and to little reward. It's definite loss for the team either way. Oh, so that's where that spam would go. I wonder what the timing is to see when the T's get through the typical timing to get to here. I don't know. Time is of the essence now as we hit the minute mark, and there's no more utility left in the bank other than smokes for the T side, except for a single flashbang. And they're Herd making their way through brackets now. Severe may be going for a spray. He'll take a couple of shots, and he'll connect, but not as much as they connect onto him. A flashbang to peek through lane, though. A blind player up here. Mercy's alone, and there's nobody to support. Into the pit still. Reaper has more to do. A1S pull, drops a smoke on top of his own body, and a smoke towards lane, and now the game is on. We'll see how this one pans out with still a player lurking out through the balcony. Not quite yet spotted by Jackro, and he's not likely to see him anytime soon. Reaper's going to have to be a little bit careful about this one, because as that smoke begins to fade, 4, he's going to be given all of the room that he needs to work with. Nice connection on a Jackro. Not ready for Reaper down below, I don't believe. Falling down, he loses his life. Awake's found a double at the side of Archway in the meantime. And 1 versus 3 over at B. Levi is kind of lost to his own devices now. As Kraken has full HP, he can likely deal with this player in an easy kill as he walks right into his crosshair. The FAMAS upgrades to the AK, and Revel go to 3. All peaks down mid this time around. Severe's not really having it right now. He kind of wants to end this as quickly as he can. He's not at all playing the slow pace. Not going to meet anybody, though, because nobody dares to peek him. Instead, they'll round the corner at the top of Banana through the smoke. Not using any of their utility yet. They just gain all their control through contacting. I'm not sure how they manage that one, but in they go. Kraken isolated by a couple of flashbangs. Awake can't stop them from wrapping through CT, and he can't really do anything about it as they wrap all the way through. Kraken's got his work cut out for him. Not even going to find a singular kill. Awake's not going to do much better. He'll eventually get that one on a transition, no less. The low HP of Razum and Mercy could be a problem, though, but a deep CT smoke is actually not going to be tossed through. It's a regular CT smoke. Romantically railed. Players playing off of one another inside of the coffins. First player goes down, low HP onto Mercy. That could be a problem, and we'll see if it is, because nobody's quite gone in just yet. They're actually retaking all through CT, and that could be a issue in moments to come. Razum and Fori both in the back of the bomb site. Razum's going to find the first, not quite the transition onto the second, before he will eventually finish the job that his teammate had started. The AWP reaches back into the bomb site. Low HP of Mercy's not yet been spotted. Time's ticked too low, and they're going to lose out. Mercy's going to get another kill on top of it, a double kill in the round overall. Not saving the AWP, but it doesn't matter. You peek find there first on the back of a couple of pistols, no less. Phenomenal work. Whoever's casting, you're doing a great job. I'll tell James to give you a bonus. Wouldn't that be nice? Having a pretty good night of it so far. This is the second cast of the night for me and the last of the night, so it'll be a fun one. I'm just kind of bagging them out now, breaking them down, and over at the top of B, they actually do spam down Awake through the wooden wall. Wasn't really aware of the fact that that was even possible if he was playing up that far. Mercy in the apartments, though, will catch out yet another, and the CTs are starting to falter at every side. Reaper's dancing around the bullets of Fori, playing with the idea that he might peek in. If he doesn't, I will personally. Alright, I'm gone. Thanks for stopping in. I like the energy. I didn't get a single message in the last chat, so that's cool. Mercy holding onto the angle at the other side of Boiler, and he actually gets the kill. Not quite going to be the second, though. It looked like he might have had it, but another kill from Severe on the A1S. He's got more players making their way over, and Kraken's got a tuck tail, and he's got to make his way back to A soon, and he's not going to make it happen soon enough. The AWPer of the team is not going to find much more than that. Kraken could save this AWP. That'd be pretty massive, huh? Oh, it's a fade? Oof. No, the fade! 40 gave him the fade in that round. Taking his dome clean off. Second round for them, making it look a little less like a runaway as it was going to at that stage that they had found those initial 3 Revel, now playing with just pistols again, and they look to tie it up 3-all IUP, because it really shouldn't be that difficult. They're playing up against no armor, no utility, no rifles, no weapons other than just a couple of bought-up P250s and a singular Zeus into the hands of Kraken. Top of Banana, though, and here they come. He's actually super close to them. He might be able to make this work. And rounding the corner is Razum, and he's not going to click in time. He had the placement for it, but he's not going to finish the job. Couldn't pull the trigger. Saw the whites of his eyes and everything. Just didn't have the heart, I guess. And some people don't. It's just a shame. Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, guys. Even if that means killing a man in a video game. Peering up through middle they go. The USPs aren't able to do much about it. They'll eventually find one. Awake with a second. The follow-up gun not going to be picked up or retrieved. Fori, though, is going to make things look a lot more simple than they had as Razum takes out the teammate trying to use the chaos to his advantage, and find a frag is not going to be able to. Out through mid they go. Severe's going to drop that first. Solid connection and a collateral of sorts. He does a lot of damage on a Mercy as well. Timing is everything now, and they've got players in the perfect positions to deal with everything that may come their way. There is no lane aggression, which is going to be a godsend for these players. Severe, though, he's actually going to get a couple of players walking through the smoke trying to kill him. They'll find that first no-scope in the second as well, maybe even the third. Severe. Don't stop me now. Last player left standing, and it's the ace. Severe does it all in round number 7, and he makes his name known. And then some. That is a clip. Oh my, please, somebody. Woo! This man is just out here flicking back and forth between these flying terrorists. That was awesome. What a round to come to life, and it brings them the little bit of revitalization that they desperately needed, Revel, to get back into the game. The money was in dire need of it as well, but the T's have a buyback of their own into this round, at least, and we'll see if that pans out to giving them anything. The fruits of their labor. See if it grants them anything any further. They're definitely fearful of Severe now, and actually, Jackro goes into the window in top of apartments and spams down a player through some sort of a wall. I didn't even really... Where did they die? Here? And it was a wall back. Oh my gosh! No, surely not. Surely he didn't just spam him through the wood into... No, that's not possible. Not possible. That's not what happened. We're moving on. Reaper's gotten all the info through the apartment. Severe still holding aggressively onto mid, and it doesn't look like they're going to be granting him any more kills this day. At least Jackro's gone 1 for 1. Makes it an equal man advantage with a minute left into the round, and the T still have good utility and good weaponry to make their way into B, where Kraken and Awake rely on their teammates' rotations soon enough. They have a little bit of a pull from Severe slowly but surely, and they're going to be hearing the footsteps, and that's where they'll activate. Here come the smokes, here come the flashbangs, and they're on. Mercy's pulling a nade out. He doesn't have his AWP in play, but the MAC-10 goes flying over, and the AWP's gonna actually find a frag on low HP. I thought that was him done and dusted. Through the smoke goes yet another, the missed shot, and that could have been a terrible decision by Chung, but I'm gonna say thankfully for him that doesn't go south. It's all upwards from there for the round for IUP, now making it 4-4, tying it up once more. CT money's kind of botted right now. They have one gun to be saved. Kraken can buy a teammate as well, but Reaper can drop someone maybe. Jackro's going to be relegated to an SMG more than likely, and Severe is going to be even worse off if they decide to buy even, or go for the save, which would afford them a more than full enough buy. Sorry about that. A little bit of an emergency in the apartment for a moment, but it looks like to be a cleanup from the T side for the most part, dropping everybody in their sights. Reaper's the only player left standing, going back and forth on a swivel will do good damage onto one, find another frag as well. And now he knows the position of the last player in the apartments. He's got another. It's a 2 versus 1. He's got a nade and half HP and a kit, but seeing as they are already so very far away from him, making their way into B, can they meet the timing? Can they beat the timing is a better question. Why can't I hear anything? Oh. The sound just dipped out for a sec. Looks like he's just going for exits, I guess. Not a bad call. The T's aren't very high on money either. Levi's going to walk right into him, and Chung might go into the same realm, but the bomb will not detonate in time to kill Levi. The player in CT is unable to finish his frag as well, and that will be the end of all as we head into the next. Cast, are you alive? Yeah, I did. I died for a quick minute there. I had a quick issue. I apologize. Banana control taken by the T side. This time around, they're not going for that early apps aggro. It's going to be a nade off of the wall from Jackro, I believe it was, to take Mercy down to 62, and they haven't even spotted anybody yet, so that's good looks. Looks pretty good to me, and now they'll late take it, making their way through as they still hold on to that top banana control with bomb there as well. Looks like maybe just a lurk for Mercy for now. They're just trying to feel out their options. And the CT side aren't really going to bite. It's Jackro playing lean, back between the A and D bomb sites. Decent utility from the CT side, but as the round continues to move onwards, they're going to be expending more and more of it, so the retake is going to become that much more difficult without smokes and flashbangs to remedy it. But here comes a smoke into A and a counter flash from the CT side. And they are through brackets successfully, and that's pretty solid stuff. Until they walk into the crosshair of Severe, if that is to be the case. And here comes Mercy into the bomb site as the B hit happens, trying to find the number 3. There it is, burning alive. Kraken eventually dies, just not having any impact onto the round. Awake trying to stay alive through the other side of this Molotov. He's not going to be able to do much of anything, though, but as the Molotov is still behind him, he could go through the smoke and deny the round, but decides not to. Reaper goes through the smoke, spots the MAC-10. AWP misses his shot in the back of the bomb site. He's down, and it's a 1 versus 2. Mercy on the lurk has been here this whole time, and Reaper's now aware of that fact, but his head's been blown off. Awake is on the bomb. He's going to be sticking it. Doesn't have time, Mercy, any longer, and it's going to be that 5th round for Revel as they tie things back up once again. It's a nail-biter every single round, back to back, back and forth, really. A war of attrition, and it's going insane. Things are starting to heat up at the top of Banana, and this time the CT wants a little bit of aggression. Taking a peek from a flashbang, Awake gets some info. He's going for the second one as well, and he spots so many players, but he's not got enough space to run away with, and unfortunately for him, there's no room for his teammate to make their way back in either, and the CTs are forced onto yet another save. Revel kinda letting this slip at this stage as IU Peak make it their own game, taking the lead once again. But if history is to repeat itself, we'll see another Revel round immediately after. So, it's getting to be the later end of their defensive half, and Revel are going to have to start building some momentum at the very least before they bomb into the T half and see how that one plays out. B site looks open for business. Does it? Does it, man? Is that what it looks like to you? Because to me, it looks like you're right. Unable to keep things on the lockdown on the B-bomb site has been. Time and time again, the biggest issue, it feels like, for this team at this stage, losing those lives early on, either at the top of Banana or not being able to lock things down as a unit. Inside of the site itself, playing passively doesn't do them a whole lot of good, or at least it hasn't. And we'll have to hope that that changes in the near future. Well, onwards we go anyway. As you kind of have to, and going very far into the apartments. Chakra with an SMG Reaper by his side. Oof, Reaper. Oof. Dancing with death. Doing the tango, and he's not yet been spotted walking through apps? Dude, what? He's going to call that it's clear. As soon as he turns around to go look at Long Haul, things are going to get a little bit funny, huh? It's Fori not really ready and prepared for what's about to happen, and Mercy's going to let it happen as the bomb is still outside of mid. They'll find that second A pick, and that's actually all she wrote for the A bomb site. This time it's A that's open for the taking. Severe and Awake still holding on to B. Able to find at least one is Severe. Transfer almost there, 5 HP on a Levi, but he'll still win it out and find a 7th for IU Peak, and that is going to be a dumpster round in terms of money here for Revel. They're going to be buying back nevertheless, I feel like, but they could definitely lose out on quite a number of rounds to come if they can't figure it out here and now. AWP tossed over to Severe, I can only assume. Yep, the A1S is across the board, and good utility as well. So the fact that they don't have head armor isn't that big of a deal, considering that they're playing up against AK-47s and an AWP themselves. So this round is definitely still all the more doable by Revel, should they get a good opener. How much for you to, how much for your voice to caress me to sleep? I don't know, what are you offering? Lay it on the table, man. Who knows? I'm down for anything. A little ASMR. A little bit of a flashbang into the face of Severe, but the T is just as blind as he is. Takes a couple of shots and then falls away with his pants soiled. Gets a couple of shots into the side of Severe at the very least, though. So now it's even keel across the board pretty much. 1 HP, or 1 good bullet at least. Well-placed bullet for Chung, and Severe will finish the job. I got 2 pennies, a paperclip, and a piece of string. I'll think about it. I've been paid less for more. Not really taking up much space at the front side of Archway yet. A re-smoke from Kraken, though, will keep them there for a moment. They're probably going to try and go through that or just commit to lane at this stage. You really can't just be waiting around for all this time for one smoke to fade and then shots go back through. Maybe a possibility of a smoke spam from somebody here, but they're not going to give their hand away. Not just yet. Here comes the lurk smoke out the apartments, or the palace, rather. Oh, no, it is apartments. I don't know why I second-guessed myself, but time's starting to run low. 30 seconds left. These players have it all to do. Over at lane, immediate headshot onto Chung. Need a flashbang from a teammate over for lane, though, if this is going to be a successful round. Kraken Molotovs, they're placed at the front side of Archway, and there's no way they can even make their way through. Jackro, solid transfer onto the player jumping out the apartment's not able to finish the job. Reaper will pick up his slack. Kraken hiding in the bomb site. And they're actually going to clear them out, and they're going to get all the kills required. 2 versus 4. Actually, 2 versus 4 turned 2 versus 2. And they don't have a whole lot of time. They don't have... What? What just happened? Can somebody explain to me what happened? Did they not have bomb? Did they have bomb and just ran? Did they not? What happened? Oh, wait a minute. Was it Chung? No, he didn't die with bomb over here. I'm not sure what happened. I'm so confused at how they just left the site entirely and then made it look like they wanted to go back, but they didn't have time. Beats me, man. Beats me. That much is sure. Are you gifted with this casting voice? Yeah, I guess. You guys are so nice. Why is everybody so nice today, man? Such nice people in this world, and all of them are in my chat. AWP back into the hands of Chung and Severe both. It's going to be a little bit of a duel. The top of Banana possibly as the smokes and flashbangs come raining over. Everybody is here. We'll see how this one pans out, though, because he looks a little bit more ready for the fight, rather than he had been in rounds prior. This could be the fix that they needed, and he'll find that first pick with barely any damage in return. Back to Nubox, peeking back into it. Severe, what are you doing, man? You can't be like this. He's tagging up another player and another frag. Severe's going massive in the 14th, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon until Mercy puts one between his eyes. That is the heroic play that they need, and he comes to life again and again and again. But through the smoke, Chung does make it a 2 versus 2 equal man scenario. The HP is in no situation at all to be making its way any farther forward now as the smoke fades. They're in kind of a predicament because they only have 2 flashbangs to play with. It's Mercy who's allowing the op to start to take point. Deep shot into CT, and now Kraken's on his lonesome. Low HP player with the bomb dealt with. It's Chung versus 1. Looking for his hat trick to deny Severe the heroic clip that makes all the difference in the round. Oh, but now he knows that he's playing back towards Nubox at least, and now he's going to be taking the timing peek, and he'll drop him. A little bit of indecisiveness from Chung, pulling out the bomb to plant a little bit safely, but it's not going to be safe enough. Not from Kraken, at least. AWP retrieved, and the last round of the half is now upon us. I want you to tell me a bedtime story. I could tell you a bedtime story. I could tell you a couple bedtime stories, probably. Dude, why is everybody being nice? What the... Bro, stop. Be mean. Tell me mean things. Be rude. Say the worst thing you could possibly think of. And then I'll ban you. Alright, see you later. See you, pal. Nice try. Severe actually is pulled back to the A site, not playing B any longer, and he loses Jackro a moment ago, and he's not able to do much about it. Alright, Cheesecake. That's kind of rude, dude. Maybe don't be just outing me like that in front of all my friends. SMG kill at the top of Banana, 4 versus 4 now, and the FPS started to drop a little bit there. That was odd. Poopy head. Nice. You got me. Player in the apartments is kind of just hanging around now. He's left all of his teammates over to their mission over at B. They're on a different recon now. Reaper is about to spot the head of the player at the top of the balcony, but it's Severe who takes the frag instead. Commit towards the B bomb site, though, and they actually have sold the fake. Awake, the only player here, waiting to do something about their entrance, and it looks like a spam through the smoke does less good and more harm. Chung is going to be a little bit scared now that he sees bullets coming through the smoke, and how does that not kill him? What? That was literally on him. And he had like 10, 15 health or something, and he's still... Okay, whatever. Anyway, Awake now awaiting his teammates' arrivals. He's got the man advantage to play with. His life is not the most important of them all. Now he can make his way through. First kill found almost on accident now. It's an actually pretty cool camera angle to see how that one pans out. It's Razum in the 1 versus 3, but he doesn't have enough teammates, enough time, enough bullets, or enough rounds, because Revel have come back all the way to bring it back into an 8-7 half, winning it out, going onto their attack. It's going to have to be a pretty early couple of rounds for them to get their ground foundation planted for the rest of the game to come. And And I like how you can actually see the players ready and not ready, because I could literally never see that before, it felt like. So ESEA doing me a favor, a big favor there. I don't have to like hope that there aren't 800 players that aren't ready anymore. I can just blame 2 specifically. It was there last season, wasn't it? I don't. Well, for me personally, it came and went. Like sometimes it just didn't show. Sometimes it showed me like half of it on native. So I don't know. Either way, though, it's working as it's intended. Clothesline. Simp! What's wrong with being a simp, bro? Simp life is honestly like that. Not gonna lie. Everybody who makes fun of you for being a simp ain't getting any. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. Coming from a simp. Big simp energy. I'm married with a kid on the way. Yeah, right. Where? Oh yeah, if that's true, then why don't you just send me your kid's social security number when he's born, huh? We'll be laughing then. That's the only way that you can prove to me, huh? Oh, the ball's in your court now, Ken. Set of dualies for Mercy, probably going to go to the top of the balcony with those. It's a set of flashbangs and smokes over for the side of Revel, and they've not yet gotten to expend any of those utilities. They're just waiting to see what these players are going for on the rest of the map. It's Jackro and Kraken the ones to wield it, and evidently enough, they're grouped up in the same place. Bomb on the back of Kraken himself. And the T's aren't really getting any kind of information. If you take a look around, the CTs are kind of just planted their feet into the ground, holding each angle as they probably should. And now Forey has the angle for the apartments for Mercy to play off of in just a moment. But Bomb's actually walking up its way towards the top of Banana. A lot of footsteps being made by Jackro, maybe trying to give off the illusion that it's a fake, which they may buy into. I know that sounds like a lot to handle for some people maybe, but it's kind of high IQ. It's kind of 200 IQ. Low key. Medium key, maybe. But still, it's kind of a standstill overall. It's Kraken and Jackro now pulling back to A, setting up their smokes, one for the Moto and one for the Deep Arch, I can only assume. And there it is. Yeah, exactly that. And maybe it's a B-Rap. Oh. I thought he didn't throw it out. That would have been a dangerous game they played. But here they come. Out into the A-bomb site. Flashbang goes over. Player at the top of the balcony not yet to do anything, not able to get any info early enough. He'll find one frag, but no more. He's immediately dropped on from the other end and not waiting for his teammate. Or actually, he is going to. Razum. It's Tony Montana. It is Tony Montana. It's also Tony the Tiger. It's also Tony Soprano. All of those wrapped into one, and you've got me. Severe's head not quite yet spotted at Graveyard. He's kind of just dancing with the devil, waiting for his time to strike, and he does so a little bit late because his teammates have already claimed all the frags. Reaper picks up those dualies and puts them to good use. 15 kills overall, just barely behind Severe for the top of the server, and it's a 9th round for Revel, and the CT side are going to be buying back with Galil. Or, Galil. MP9 and Scout. A couple of Deegs as well. Not really lining their pockets with cash. Instead, they'd rather fight back as much as they can, hoping to find a lucky round. Maybe not lucky. Maybe it's a skilled round, as Chung with the Scout does tag up that first player who calls for backup, and now 2 of these players are softened, and that may be a major issue for them if these Deagles are able to do anything about it. Reaper has a teammate at the other side of the apartments who's nowhere nearby just yet. The AK trying to be picked up, but unsuccessfully so. 4 versus 4. Awake still sticking around, giving off some sound cues, giving off some noise, while the rest of his teammates scout out brackets, trying to make their way closer and closer to group up as a unit and take the bomb site siege style. And no, I'm not talking about the Ubisoft first-person shooter. I'm talking about the military battle tactic. And all things start to get silent. No rotation over to B. Levi is comfortable in his own shoes. He's ready to see what will come his way, and he's ready to conquer it on his own as well. In they come, over to lane. Scout fires off yet another, and he's going to tag another. He's gotten so much damage in this round, close to 250 each below. I believe like 210 or so, but they're still going to wrap into the A-bomb site, it seems. Levi's not going to get much action here. Fori inside of the pit still sticks around. Bomb on the back of Jackro, though. He's going to go in towards the pit, and he's going to lose his life for it. Low HP on a Kraken and Severe. Oh, surely not. And it seems like they've made it look a little less hectic than it was seeming at first. With 20 seconds left, Levi could still do something. A kill, maybe two. Maybe a whole clutch. Who knows? Awake in a super powerful angle, though. Shouldn't be too difficult for him now. Kraken taking first contact, and now Severe going in for a little bit of his own. Awake finally gets the vision that he so desires, and a 14th kill in a 10th round, hitting double digits now. A Revel, and it's getting to be that time of the game where Revel can continue to just bash the heads of their opponents in, who are just playing with pistols because they can't manage their money very well. Taking gambles, not paying out, and IU Peak are close but no cigar. Chung, very valiant effort with the Scout, finding 3 shots. No fatal shots. All flesh grazing, non-lethal doses of lead. But nevertheless, damage is damage. No one was able to capitalize, and that's just a shame. Around the corner goes Awake, spots a player at the bottom, waiting for the boost. He's turning from the flashbang, and it's going to net them a frag. Reaper calling for some assistance now as they go into mid. Razum blinds his own teammate, and now Reaper can go in for a little bit more. Getting hungry now. He hears the Deagles, and they're going to be running him down. He's going to find that first, a second as well. The transfer onto the third, not quite there, but down through mid, it's the SMG that returns Severe to get his first in the round, and only as Reaper completes all 3. Contreats? God, I am just... I gotta catch my words. Guys, I've got this bowl, like big bowl of homemade chili and rice from home in the fridge that I'm really dying to get into after this. I thought I'd share that with you because I'm just so excited, and little things like that make me really happy, so... If anybody shares that same energy, that same sentiment, I just thought you might appreciate that. Chung has to fly back through the archway, though, as the smokes come his way, as well as a bunch of T's. As they try as they may, a shot through the smoke could be a good one, but Fori does some damage. Damage is enough, and Mercy playing from the pit on his own is going to be burning his side of the Molotov on the other side of the smoke, actually, and that's the round done and dusted as Severe finds another one through the smoke. Not quite the third, though, eventually put into the ground himself by Razum as Levi joins him by his side. The taps are not going to work out to find that kill quickly enough. Reaper finds a double. And the round is over like that, 12-7 for Revel. A little bit of a match pause. Trying to figure out how to spell Sagittarius currently, guys. Hold on, I'm struggling. This is not working. Ah, I did it. I figured it out. Did I? Sorry, guys. Whoa, a little bit of a moment there I had, and the CTs go down flying through mid, lose one of their lives, and Reaper's here from New Mexico to try and make things look better, and he does so successfully. Chung in a 1 versus 3 at the end of it all, and he's got only a 5-7 and 8 health points to his name. Getting run down, kinda. I think they kinda just want to end it, but that Molotov is gonna... Oh, he's gonna play with it. He's gonna try. Oh! Imagine, that would have been crazy. He picks up the AK-47, should be able to get away with it as they go for the bomb plant, but Revel with a comfortable 13th round. 3 players left standing. It's kind of just going to be a throwaway round at this point. My roommate got locked out. Hold on, before I do that, Chung looks like he's going to get at least one in engagement with Jackro, who goes leaping into his open arms and finds the kill anyway, drops the weapon they had tried to save, and it's all for none. You guys want to hear my Muscle Man impression? Haha, just kidding. Not going to do that. Just messing with you. Nade goes off with the sandbags onto the back of Razum. Not going to do as much as it could have to himself. Now into the apartments they go. Towards the top of Banana, though, are still a lot of bodies from the CT side, and the nade goes dunking onto the head of Severe. Razum going around as well. They're just kind of clearing out the angles one by one, just finding them as they go, and now they've got to retreat all the way back towards B where the bomb has been dropped. Awake and Reaper left to do it all. Link wants to hear it. Sorry, Link. Sorry, Link. Come back when you're maybe a little, richer. Levi with 4 HP, though, and an open B bomb site. Otherwise, he jiggles and doesn't spot Reaper, who's already rounded the corner. The head's been seen now, and here comes the rotation. If they can find this kill, that would be massive, but no. Instead, they're just going to be playing with the smokes that they have to isolate CT, and they'll be able to put the bomb down. Awake left to cover. It's like that, huh? Oh, should I cast the round in Muscle Man voice? Is that content? That'd be so funny, actually. Awake eventually dropping the low HP player, the side of Coffins. It's going to be a lot more coming that way, though, and he's got to be ready for it. Rounding the bend, the AWP player up first. It's going to be the double lineup, though, and Reaper's got a low HP player himself to deal with, and he's not going to be ready to clear this angle, and Reaper takes his head clean off. A 14th, and Revel make it work. Do it, you won't. All right, give me a sec. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. My voice is kind of shot right now. Let's see if I can.
Revel playing for match point. AWP for Severe?
So stupid. It doesn't work. It's not as deep as I want it to be right now. It could have been so much better. I almost wanted to curse.
Foxy has an SMG. He's going into the apartments and Awake has to be ready. If he rounds this corner, he has to be ready for Fori and Mercy. Somewhat of a crossfire. Two players on top of one another. Can he do it? No way, bro. I got my hand stuck in the pickle jar.
That was my favorite. Back to normal casting. My voice actually really hurts after trying to do that. A double opener at B, though, and there is no rotation available for the CT side yet, picking up the AKs. Kraken in a solid angle, though. They'll probably clear him out. Can't lie. Fori to go around with the low HP. Connects a singular bullet. Flashback from a teammate, though, fully blind CT, and he still makes it work. Severe has to finish off the last player as the ace was denied, actually. And Jackro going in for the fight as well, and Mercy wins it out in a 1 versus 3. Wow.
I can't believe Mercy wins that. Oh no, bro. The bomb's gonna explode.
No, the RWS, yeah. That's an unfortunate turn of events for the end of it all, but an 8th round afforded over to IU. And a buyback for Revel, nonetheless. Caster shows his true self. Yeah, I'm a massive nerd. I'm a freak. I'm a freak, I'm a geek, you name it. I play Counter-Strike, and I cast it. You gotta be some kind of weird to play this game and try to work at it as a profession, no? Something's gotta be wrong up there. AWP actually peeking down towards mid. Chung's gonna be forced off by a couple of flashbangs, and here they come. They're not stopping anytime soon. They haven't slowed the pace, missing his chance. Now they go into the defensive positions inside of the A bomb site. Protocol's been made, and the T's have all the map control that they could possibly wish for. But through the smoke, Chung actually hits both of those players with the off shot. It's up Fori to finish the job for his teammate. Eventually wrapped upon. Chung has a smoke that he's still trying to dance around. Jackro and his teammate Severe are unable to post any more than just that.
You know who else chokes games? My mom.
I can't do that. That's actually, I've never been able to do that. I don't know how.
My mom.
I can't. Like, how do you do that? How does the voice actor do that? I don't know, man. I can do a couple of impressions. I'm somewhat of an impressionist myself. Maybe I'll do like a charity cast where I cast the whole thing in like Hank Hill or something. That'd be really funny. Top of Banana being taken by a couple of pistols. Severe on the other side, and he's got to be ready for the rush coming his way, and he is. He finds a couple of chest shots, but if it was the old Eagle, it would have been a kill. Yes, need that. I would do that for sure. That's a lot of fun. AWP not going to lose to a pistol at that range. Are you kidding me? Awake and crack into their own devices in a 2 versus 5. No frags found. Barely any map control at this stage as they've given it all away to grab the bomb back, and the CTs kind of have them in a box. Looking to find their 10th. Low HP onto Levi, though, who's going to be boosted up as they continue to make their way forwards. They have all the information that they can need, and they're actually going to be given a bomb plant, practically, because as soon as this first player dies, they should be wise enough to it. Even one bullet will do the trick, and there it is. Awake actually going through the smoke, picks up the M4, goes down eventually. Crack is going to try and plant the bomb. Will Razum go through on his own? He's not. He's going to allow them that $800. A flashbang goes through and into the face of Kraken, but through the smoke he goes with Tech 9, a dink, and an instant follow-up onto Mercy. Not going to find the chest shot required to finish the job, but like I had said, a 10th round for IU Peak, but losing those lives are not going to be great for the rounds to come if they continue to whittle away at the economy of the CT side. Revel are more than likely going to be able to break them down just enough to find those last 2 coveted rounds they need to take it over the line. Overpass is the map that I casted last, and that one took a little bit longer than I was going to anticipate, I feel like. Just ever so slightly, but even still, I doubt that the boys of Revel will be off for very much longer. Back into it with a full buy. AWP for Severe, AKs across the board, and utility for everyone but the sniper of the squad. And the CTs now kind of have to take a backseat to what's going on. It's no more room for them to find that deep map control other than Banana, which they have been able to gain. Razum and Levi, a flashbang from Levi allowing for a peek. Really good timing as that top Banana smoke fades. Oh, if Mercy went for that window spam. Minute left in the round, and no kills, no damage exchanged. CTs have all of brackets, had all of the top of Banana, have since forfeited it, but now Revel finally gained their ground. It's Kraken, Jackro, and Severe at the top of Banana being regrouped by the rest of their squad. Chung holding onto them as soon as they peek into his angle. He's hoping to hit the shot. He's got a teammate close by to support as soon as they make their way back through. But they need to pull a rotation from A, like now. Razum's like thinking about it, but he's not exactly like committing to it. He's kind of jiggling over at Archway instead, and now that all the utilities coming to rain over, a blind Chung fires off a shot, a flashbang over the new box for Levi to peek into it. Nice, good kill, easy enough. More to come his way though if he can control himself. And Chung is kind of lost in the smoke right now. He's eventually going to pull his way back, Herd ticking inside of the Molotov, but the bomb's been planted, and the T side have a really, really hard post plant ahead of them, seeing as the CTs are loaded with utility. A Molotov, flashbangs and smokes galore, and HE. This is going to have to be one well-played round. I don't know who to look at, honestly. They're going to have to kick up the pace a little bit, though, as Reaper will find that one over at the side of Banana. It's new box players that have to be dealt with as they make their way through. Severe with what? A nice shot in close range. He takes him out with the zoom. It's all onto the hands of Mercy. Time is ticking way down low, and Severe, he'll go down, and so will Mercy at the end of it all, I believe. Actually, it might not. Bomb actually does detonate and kills both of the last remaining players, but Revel have done it. They've brought themselves up to 15, and they've made it match and map point here on Inferno, up against IU Peak, who have one more buy left into the tank, and they're going to need it, because this is do or die for the next 5 rounds to take us to overtime. CT's starting to run low on their counter utility already. They've deployed quite a lot of it, and they're continuing to do so. Flashbangs thrown each way. HE's about to go the same. All of the HE's just dispensed there, but that's a lot of damage in net for one of the nades, at least. Jackro taken down to a measly 57. Lego! Lego! Zlatan the Lion. Zlatan the Lion? Zlatan. That's kind of a sick name, not gonna lie. It's kind of dope. Playing it passively into the A-bomb site once more. The CTs aren't really playing into the crosshairs of their opponents. Not just yet, anyway. Reaper scouting out the apartments has gotten so much room to work with. He's gotten so very close, and no one really seems to be holding on to him other than Mercy playing it very deep into the pit. The T's have 45 seconds left, and now they've run very low on utility just the same. They have no smokes. They're going to have to commit into the B site dry. Reaper's still here selling the fake, flashing out. He'll drop his last bit of utility as he goes over and around. Oh, Spot Chung! His teammate doesn't seem to be aware of the possibility that they could be there. Levi going from a flashbang from a teammate finds one. Not the connection onto the second, though, and it's a 3 versus 3. Razum doesn't have a CT smoke to worry about, and he'll find that in it. Instant connection, the initial frag that brings it back into a even man advantage. The op is still into the hands of Severe. That could be the power play. In this angle, it's going to be a one-shot, one-kill. He double zooms. This is an interesting decision for him to make. He connects anyway. I will never doubt you again, my friend. 2 versus 1, and Mercy has the game on his shoulders for his team. Tries to clear out a wake. He's not going to be ready for it, and it's Severe to find the final frag. As a matter of fact, he's probably going to be a little bit tilted about that one. The R-dubs says awake, but the game, nevertheless, is Revel victorious. We've come all this way for this matchup, ending it out 16-10. I'd like to thank everyone here tonight for joining me, and I love casting Revel as per usual, and it's you guys that make it so, and the team that's been great as well, and we have a little bit of a interview coming up, I believe, or at least we usually do. We'll see if the boys are ready for it. And it's Severe himself doing the interview. Look at that. Awesome. We'll be with him in just a moment, and we get to talk about what we just witnessed as a group.
Hello?
Severe, man. How's it going?
What up, Toady?
I feel pretty good so far. I casted your game and all the way through. It was kind of crazy because you, in particular, had, I think, it was at least 2 absolutely absurd, stupid rounds where you just tore through the players that were coming your way on the op. And one of those rounds, they just started jumping through the smoke inside of the library.
Tony, I need to know, are you casting and observing?
Yeah.
Tell me you're respecting that, right? You
Oh
saw
yeah,
that?
I had all of it. I have all of it.
To be fair, that was a dumbass play by them.
It
Those were
was.
nice shots is all I'm saying. I don't know if you noticed on the stream, but I was lagging like a mug, so...
Yeah, just a little bit. It was a little bit noticeable, but either way, you were clicking heads. No, well, yeah, I said clicking heads, and then I was gonna say you were opping, but you were still clicking on their heads with the op every now and then. So, how did you guys feel overall playing against this team in comparison to last night, which is a little bit easier for you? Was this a little bit more of a challenge? Did you feel like you were in control for a majority of it?
I pretty much felt the same. I'm gonna talk my shit and say everyone in main is trash right now is all I'm saying. So, I don't know. Our team's
Talk
kind of
it.
stacked. I mean, you saw last game, right? Where Kraken
Oh
popped off.
yeah.
I mean, he was playing good, but now he's just chilling. But me and Reaper can carry. So our team is kind of stacked, and everyone else kind of sucks.
Honestly, like, I only have one other question, because that honestly sums it up quite a bit. I feel like you can't really say
Main's
much
weak,
more than
bro.
that.
Main is weak now.
Yeah, especially when Revel is that when your comparison, when you look at this team and you look at the rest, all these names, it's just, you said stacked. It literally does feel like that. You look at every other team and then you see this one with all 5 names, and it's kind of like, all right, well, we're playing Revel and may as well just pack it in for the night, guys. But like, how do you guys feel with the 2 new additions I asked last night? I want to get everyone's perspective as much as I can. How do you feel about the new additions to the squad compared to last season? Because it's starting to look like you guys are moving and grooving like almost perfectly.
Yeah, me and Kyle weren't on this team, right? But Kyle knocked him out of playoffs. Obviously, he's pretty good. And I'm going to just say this right now. I'm going to be the best opera in main this season.
Top 1 main opper?
Reaper's pretty cracked. I don't know who's in main. I don't really give a fuck, but I will be the best opera, and it won't be close. Jacker can call, and Kraken's pretty fucking nuts. So, like I said, we got all the parts. And this is
Yeah.
my message to everyone in main. We're coming, is all I'm saying. And y'all don't stand a fucking chance.
Honestly, we can close out on that. I think we're coming. That's what you have to. That's what you have to hear. Live loud, and you're gonna hear Revel coming.
Just clip it and ship it, put it on Twitter. We're coming.
Put it on Twitter. Live loud. We're coming.
Tony, thank you for the interview, but I gotta go celebrate with the boys real quick. all right?
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much.
Have a good day, bro.
You too, guys. I guess you heard it from the horse's mouth. We're coming. We're coming. Revel, live loud. That's all you can really say about it. The confidence is there and clear that the AWP player is feeling himself, and he's going to be feeling himself for some time to come. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I'm glad that I could have been here for yet another Revel cast. Have a good morning, evening, noon, night, whatever it may be, and I'll catch you in the next one more than likely. But until then, live loud.
Another day, eyes on my display. You say we need a change, and I feel that you mean it. You mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time, buying things online, and it's not like we need them. We don't need them. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found, for you and I are safe and sound. And we just slow down. For you and I are safe and sound. We were on the run, rocking around the clock.